Sup gamers, it's me GinePik and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you guys a simple and easy weeping farm slash Bonemeal farm that works for all Minecraft platforms, whether it's a mobile device, Xbox, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch or PC. This farm gives you up to 2,680 weeping vines per hour and as well as 214 Bonemeal per hour. That's a lot of weeping vine as well as Bonemeal for whatever use you have. So how this farm works is that we have weeping vines over here in the left as well as right, and they go 10 to 11 blocks tall. And also we have a flying machine over here. This flying machine is made by Elements to Win. So make sure to go check out his channel. Link to his channel will be down in the description below. This is a pretty simple and easy flying machine design from him. So make sure to go check out his channel. So how this farm works is all of these weeping vines will grow, and once they grow to the max height, all the player has to do is go ahead and turn on a button over here that will activate this observer. That will give a redstone pulse and the flying machine will get activated. As you can see, once the flying machine gets activated, it will break all the weeping vines in its line, including how tall it is. As you can see, these are in a minuscule amount, but all of the weeping vines is getting broken down and is getting pushed by the flowing water. Now this flying machine can be replaced with honey blocks as well, where slime blocks have a property where it gets pushed. As you can see, the items are getting pushed out. That is a property for slimes. If you use honey blocks, then this is not the case. As you can see, this is the problem of slime blocks, but you can go ahead and replace this with honey blocks as well. And also we have a return automatic station when the flying machine comes back, and it will go ahead and make sure it goes back where it came from. And also, as you can see, all the weeping ones will be here. The collection system is up to the player. You can go ahead and connect this to a hopper minecart, or you can place hoppers underneath over here where all the items will get pushed into a central storage, and that is all up to you. Now if you want to know the rates of the farm, these are the rates of the farm. I did 6 hours of testing, 3 hours for 2 modules and 3 hours for a single module as well. Now let's go for the 3 hours of 2 modules. The first test gave me 2,626 weeping vines per hour. That is this much amount. You can go ahead and use this for whatever use you want. And if you want to convert them into Bonemeal, it gives you up to 209 Bonemeal per hour. That is this much Bonemeal, 3 stacks per 17. Keep in mind, this is an automatic Bonemeal farm, whereas if you go ahead and use a Nalium farm, it actually does not work due to a bug. So make sure to go check out this video right now in the corner. It gives you up to 10,000 Bonemeal per hour. Due to a bug in the game, it does not produce that much. So make sure to go check out the pinned comment of that video. So if the bug gets fixed, you can go ahead and build that farm. And the second test gave me 2,685 drops per hour, which is the most, and it is this much weeping vines. And if you want the Bonemeal, it gave me 214 Bonemeal per hour. This is 3 stacks plus this much, which is a really good amount of Bonemeal. And the third test gave me 2,671 weeping vines per hour. That is this much. And also the Bonemeal gave me 208 Bonemeal per hour. That is this much. Now for the single farm, meaning only one module, and that gave me 1,398 weeping vines per hour. That is this much, which is not a bad amount. And the Bonemeal red gave me 108 Bonemeal per hour, which is 1 stack plus little bit, which is not a bad amount for a single module. And the second test gave me 1,352 weeping vines per hour. That is this much. And the Bonemeal gave me 105 Bonemeal per hour, which is this much. And the last test gave me 1,342 weeping vines per hour and 105 Bonemeal, which is the exact same as the previous one. If you love to test this farm for able to survival worlds, a world download is provided down in the description below. It is a direct link to MediaFire, and also materials list is provided down in the description below for your convenience. And let's get right into the tutorial. This is the area that you'll be required to build this farm. It is a 14 wide, 11 tall, and the wide depends on how long you want to build. I'll recommend 3 chunks in total, but you can go ahead and expand this as much as you want. Make sure to build it inside of your simulation distance so all the weeping vines can grow and not get left out. So make sure to build this inside of your simulation, and you can go ahead and expand this as long as you want. I'll recommend 3 chunks, but you can expand longer as well. And also make sure to build this farm inside of a chunk as well, because we are building a flying machine. If flying machines are inside of a chunk border and you log out, that will break. So make sure to build this inside of a chunk as well. Chunk aligning is easy. You can go ahead and use texture packs that reveal chunk, or you can use chunk paste as well to go ahead and find yourself a chunk. I'm only going to be building in 1 chunk, and you can go ahead and expand this as long as you want. And also I'm only building in 1 module, because if you want to build 2 modules, it's the exact same. You can just go ahead and build another one once you're completely done with the first. Once you decided where you want to build, all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your solid blocks, start placing solid blocks like this. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. That will be the first solid blocks. Make sure it is outside of the chunk as well. Now you can go ahead and expand this as long as you want. I'll recommend 3 chunks, but it's up to you as long as you want. I'm only going to be expanding 1 chunk, so that will be 16 blocks over here in total. Once you're done expanding, now you gotta just go ahead and close it off. 14 blocks, that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that will be the casing, making sure that the water doesn't flow outside and only stays inside. Once you're done building in the casing for the water, now all you gotta do is make sure to build in the water system. Now for the water system, all you gotta do is just go ahead and make your way to the corner and count 7 blocks inwards. That'll be block number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I gotta just go ahead and start mining on the 8th block and go ahead and get rid of all of these blocks over here on the 8th. Make sure to get rid of all of these blocks because this will make sure that the water flows down and it will go even further, and you will have 2 blocks of spacing to make sure your collection system over there. So make sure to get rid of all of these blocks. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure that you go ahead and mine 9 blocks outside over there, making way out. Once done, all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in a water bucket, go ahead and create an infinite source, go ahead and grab a water and start placing water over here. Make sure to place the water all the way till the end. Once you're done placing in the water, and if you have built it correctly, as you can see, there'll be 1 block gap over here, and this is where all the weeping vines from this area will be staying. You can go ahead and place in your hopper minecart, or whatever collection system to collect all the weeping vines. You can go ahead and place water as well to make sure all of them get funneled to a central spot. Once you're done building in the collection system, now you're building in the walls for this farm. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in the preferred block. I'll recommend leaves. Leaves are cheaper to get, but you can also use solid blocks as well. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your solid block and tower 7 blocks up. Now going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now on the 7th block, make sure there is leaves because we need to make sure that the flying machine doesn't get stuck. So if you're using solid block, make sure the 7th block is leaves. Now go ahead and tower this all the way around except the corners. Once you're done building in the walls, it should look something like this. Make sure the 7th block is leaves. Now once done, all you gotta do is go ahead and grab even more leaves. Place a temporary block followed by 1 leaves. Make sure that it is 1 block gap and go ahead and wrap this all the way around. Make sure to skip the corners and go ahead and wrap this all the way around with leaves. This is to make sure that the flying machine doesn't get stuck into the block, so make sure to use leaves like this. Make sure to wrap this all the way around. Once done, it should look something like this. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your slabs, or you can use solid blocks as well. I would recommend slabs because slabs are cheaper. Go ahead and place in a temporary block over here followed by a bottom half slab. The reason why we're using bottom half slabs is because 1, you can go ahead and place in weeping vines. As you can see, weeping vines can be placed, and 2, hostile mobs will not spawn on bottom half slabs, making this spawn proof as well. So that is 2 in 1 deal. I'll recommend using bottom half slabs, which is cheaper, but you can also use solid blocks as well. Now go ahead and place bottom half slabs all the way till the end. Make sure to place bottom half slabs all the way till the end. Once you're done placing in the slabs, it should look something like this. Make sure it is bottom half slabs where you can go ahead and place in the weeping vines. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab any weeping vines. You can grab weeping vines by going to the nether, or you can go ahead and bone meal a crimson fungus. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and start placing in weeping vines like this. These weeping vines on top will not get broken by the flying machine. That is because of these leaves on tops, and also it will only break in once this weeping vines grow. As you can see, it is allowed to break from here till as long as it can. Now go ahead and place weeping vines all the way till the end. If you have extended a lot, go ahead and place in weeping vines, and you can go ahead and slowly place weeping vines as you get more and more from using this farm. Once you're done placing the weeping vines, they will start growing. Now we're building in the flying machine for this farm. All you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your glass block, or you can use any other block as well. All you gotta do is go ahead and place a temporary block followed by a glass or your solid block of your choice, and go ahead and expand this 8 blocks further. Now count this as block number 1. Now go ahead and grab in your honey or slime blocks. I'll recommend honey blocks because honey blocks does not push in the items, whereas slime blocks does. Make sure you use any one of them. Do not use both of them together. That will break the flying machine, and the flying machine will not even work. So make sure you use any one of them. I'll recommend honey blocks, but you can also use slime blocks as well. Now count this as block number 1. Now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you're done expanding 8 blocks inwards, go ahead and skip 1 block over here and place your sticky piston. Make sure the sticky piston is facing this direction, and go ahead and place a sticky piston, make sure the sticky piston is facing towards the honey block like this. Once done, go ahead and skip a block, place in your piston, make sure it's regular piston facing this direction. Go ahead and grab your observer, make sure this observer's arrow is pointing towards the sticky piston, and this observer's arrow pointing towards this regular piston. Now once done, go ahead and grab your obsidian, place obsidian over here. This is really important, so make sure that the flying machine doesn't expand, go further beyond, so make sure to place in obsidian. Now once done, go ahead and grab in your honey or your slime blocks. Make sure you use any one of them, honey or slime blocks. If you use honey blocks over here, then use honey blocks. If you use slime blocks over here, use slime blocks. Now go ahead and place in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now go ahead and place in your solid or your glass block, and as you can see, you will be in line with this end over here. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and do the same what you did over there. Skip a block, place in your regular piston facing over here, observer pointing towards the sticky piston, and this observer pointing towards the regular piston. Once done, that will be the flying machine for this side. Once you're done making your way to the end, make your way to the corner where there is no obsidian on that side. If there's obsidian on this side, make your way to there. Now all you gotta do is go and grab your temporary blocks, place 2 temporary blocks over here followed by obsidian, and that will be the resting area for the obsidian. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and activate the flying machine. Now in order to activate the flying machine, all you gotta do is go ahead and place in your temporary block, followed by observer over here, solid block, redstone dust on top, observer looking at the redstone dust on top of the observer, solid temporary block, observer looking at the redstone dust, solid block over here, temporary block, place in your observer over here. Make sure red dot is facing this location, mine in the temporary block, followed by your solid block over there, and last but not least, place in your redstone dust, and that will activate the flying machine. As you can see, the flying machine is activated. Then you can go ahead and mine this. If the piston is activated and that pushes the observer, just go ahead and replace and fix them. As you can see, the flying machine has made it to the end, and if you place obsidian correctly, as you can see, it will be right. There will be 1 block gap, and the glass block will be staying over here. Now we're building in the return station. Now for the return station, all you gotta do is just go do the same over there. Temporary block, observer, solid block behind, redstone dust, observer looking at the redstone dust on top of the observer, temporary solid block, observer, solid block. Now go ahead and mine. This is really important. Now all I gotta do is go ahead and place a temporary block, observer looking at that temporary block, mine in the temporary block, solid block underneath, redstone dust, and as you can see, that will activate. The next time when the flying machine comes back, it will automatically activate and it will fly back where it came from, and it will break in all the weeping mines if it grows. As you can see, all the weeping mines are down, and as you can see, it's growing again. Now to make sure the flying machine turns off and it comes back, just go ahead and place in a few temporary blocks over here, 2 temporary blocks followed by a solid block, mine in the 2 temporary block. Make sure to place in a sticky piston over here. Now all you gotta just go ahead and grab in your button or lever if you want. I'll recommend button. Place in your wooden button, activate the sticky piston. As you can see, that will push down. The next time when you activate the sticky piston, it will push up, give a redstone signal, and it will push down. And once the flying machine comes back, it will not activate. As you can see, the flying machine comes back, it activates, and it flies back where it came from. As you can see, when the flying machine comes back, it does not activate because there is nothing to activate because the observer is 1 block down. If you get something issues like this in the farm, as you can see the items over here, a simple fix was to just go and grab in your leaves and start placing leaves like this. Just go ahead and place it all the way around, and that will make sure the items doesn't land on top. Make sure they don't place leaves over here because you need to make sure that the flying machine can go back from the return station. So make sure to place leaves in the edges over there. And if items are landing outside, you can go ahead and place in a hopper minecart system, or you can place hoppers over there to make sure those items get collected and it becomes lossless. So this applies for same both at the start as well as the end of the farm as well. So make sure to place in a hopper minecart system or hopper, or if you don't want those items, you can go ahead and ignore as well. And once done, that will be your Bonemeal as well as weeping farm done. Now I'll be showing you guys how to use the farm. All you gotta do is first wait for all the weeping vines to grow as long as it can. And once it's grown, all you gotta do is just go ahead and make your way to the flying machine. Go ahead and activate the sticky piston. That will activate the observer. And as you can see, the flying machine will be activated. Now the flying machine will break everything in this path. And as you can see, all the items will get pushed downwards into the flowing water, and everything will be in this area. If you place in your hopper minecart of your collection system, it will get funneled to your collection system. As you can see, the flying machine will come back and it will go back where it actually came from. As you can see, all the items will be here. Some of the items will be over here, but you can go ahead and place in your hopper minecart to collect, to make sure it's lossless. Now if you go ahead and collect all the items over here, as you can see, with just all of these items, I was able to get 8 stacks of items plus a little bit more, which is concluded 9 stacks, which is a really good amount of weeping wines. You can go ahead and convert them into Bonemeal as well. I'm hoping today's Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial was really helpful for whatever use you have for weeping wines, whether it's for converting it to Bonemeal or using for decoration or whatever use you have. Make sure to leave a like and also make sure to share this video to other Minecraft players. That will really mean a lot to me. And also make sure to check out my channel because there's lots of Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorials and more Minecraft Bedrock farms coming. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Adios.